Hey folks, Lon here with Cowboy Compass. Today we got a few items from the Mark Christopher's collection. So today is going to be a very special video. So let's get into it right after this. Now y'all might be wondering why this is going to be such a special video because it's Mark Christopher's collection stuff. Well, 3.5 years ago when we started the channel, our first video was on this product right here, the Mark Christopher's collection car hat rack, or hat rack for your car. And that was the first video we did. I just, pretty much just took out my camera, did it on a limb, and say, you know what, I'm going to start this channel. Back in the days, we were Cowboy Boots, Hats, and Western Life enthusiasts. Now we are Cowboy Compass. So a lot of changes have happened, and we've actually been able to grow this channel really well thanks to you guys. So that's why this is a very special video. Now going on, I think about 4 videos later, we did a review on this item, or one that's similar, which is the 6 hat rack for the wall. So, this is basically the foundation of our channel, and we're really happy to be doing sort of a review slash how it's been doing over the past years, 3.5 years specifically, so you guys can know what exactly it is that y'all are buying. Now, this is a bonus item. We've never reviewed this on this channel. This is also from the Mark Christopher's collection. This was sent to us, and it was actually sent to Jacqueline specifically, and she's going to be here to talk about it in a little bit. But this was a gift for our engagement party, and that was very thoughtful of him. Sent us that. So let's go ahead and talk about this. Let's open it. I'm going to leave this for Jacqueline. So we're going to start with this. This is the car rack. So very simple item. Again, we've reviewed this before, and it's held up great in the truck. I will show you guys some pictures later on, and I'm going to put this one in the truck on the other side, because usually when Jacqueline has her hat on, she's in my truck, and sometimes she likes to put it down, and definitely like to put it down on this. Basically, your hat hangs right here. This hangs on the seat rest or the headrest of your truck or your vehicle, and there's a little rubber piece so it doesn't scratch up stuff, and it's really ideal. Now all these items are made here in America. With every single item, you actually get kind of a thank you letter like this. Really awesome. I love it. Kind of shows you how the hats are supposed to hang on there. Now, one of the reasons why I do love this is because your hat literally hangs in the most natural way, where it's not going to be pushing on your brim or pushing anywhere. Literally holds it right here on the crown, and it has no movement. Now, of course, if you're going to be putting stuff in the back, and it could apply pressure. Someone's knees back there. Usually they shouldn't be able to touch it, depending on how much room you have back there. There should be plenty of room. However, this is, for that reason, the perfect hat rack, in my opinion, for the car. And this product's made right here in the United States, and for only $15, you really can't beat that. All right, so this item is, I believe, the 3rd item or 4th item we've reviewed on this channel. This is the Mark Christopher's collection wall rack. Now, they've done a little bit of changes to it. The old one is perfect. lasted well. It's more of like a decorative change. Now, the cool thing about the Mark Christopher's collection is a lot of these hat rack, the design, well, it's not made for hats to actually hold their shape on, which is really not good. Um, they, kind of put a lot of pressure on the brim and things like that, throws your hat out of whack. Mark Christopher's collections hat rack are very purposely built where they actually know where to apply pressure. So realistically, it's applied right here, all the pressure, and not on the outside of the brim. So to me, that is the best hat rack. A lot of cheaper hat racks make the mistake of, you know, basically applying the pressure on the hat in the wrong areas where it's going to mess up your brim, mess up your crown, do different things. So this doesn't do that. And again, these are very decorative and great quality, but they're also very nice to look at. It's not just something with a purpose that is built for your wall. It's going to be something inside of your house. So just like a lot of things in Western world, whether it's chaps, yeah, they're very useful, but also, designs are actually put onto them to make them look a little bit nicer, whether it's filigree or whatever, um, tooling. But this is a piece of art as well. So these hat racks are not just really beautiful to look at and hold your hat. They are actually really high quality. Now, you can buy some of the Chinese ones and you'll see how thin they are and how unpleasant they are to really look at. Of course, these hold your hat better. Now, they have some from China that look just like this, and of course, you can see the difference in the quality. So once you get them in person, they're not going to be the same. However, they were built the same as far as looks and how it functions because they were stolen. The idea was stolen from Mark Christopher's collection and reproduced in China. And I just don't support those kind of hat racks. I'd rather buy an American-made one that's going to be higher quality. It's going to be on my wall. I could transfer from wall to wall or from vehicle to vehicle. Like I have the one that's been on my wall for 3.5 years, and I've actually transferred it to this wall. At the end of the year, we're going to be moving, and I'm sure I'm not going to have any issues transferring this one and the other one to the wall over in a new place in Texas. And also the hat rack for the car, I was able to transfer it from my Jeep to my new truck, and it had no issues. It's been 3.5 years, and the sun is brutal down here in Florida, and we've had no issues with it having any failure points. Even the piece of plastic or rubber stayed on perfect. So really great quality stuff made right here in the USA. So I ordered this a few months ago, and I forgot the design that I picked out. So this will be an unboxing for me as much as it is for you, because I know it's a 6 hat rack. However, the silhouette on the top, I forgot what I picked out. So let's open it together and see what it is. Very well packaged. All right, y'all, so I have everything out here, and I've already done one to kind of show you guys how it looks. However, one of the design changed, and actually the only thing that I noticed changed in the rack is the mounting hardware. Now, they've used to have a color match rivet with a nut at the end that basically held the rack on here. Now, how they've changed it is now they're using this star with a thread in the back as the holding rivet to mount this on. So basically it looks just a little bit more decorative. It's really nice touch, actually. I really do like it, and it's very simple to put together. So I'm going to continue putting this thing together, So for the assembly, all you're going to need is a 7/16 socket with a 3/8 ratchet right here. So very simple. All you have to do is basically align this hole with the hole here, and easier if you put the star itself facing up right in here. And then you grab your locking nut in the back and just hand thread it. Make sure it's nice and straight. Once you got that nice and straight, you can go ahead and turn it. Now make sure your star remains nice and straight. This could always be somewhat adjusted at the end, so don't worry too much about that. Dang. All right, y'all, so here it is. It looks absolutely beautiful. I really do love it. It took me about 5 minutes to put it together with filming and some household tools, very limited household tools actually. One of the cool things is it also comes with the hardware to put it in the wall. And the reason why they did that is you got your little anchor thing right here, and also the screw that goes in the wall. Now there's 4 holes right here. All you have to do is have another person basically line it up on the wall exactly where you want. Use a Sharpie, mark the holes, and then you could go ahead and dig these little things in the drywall, and you'll have your color match screw right here. Can't even tell it's there. Looks beautiful, and it'll be perfect. So this hat rack is actually a little bit heavy. It's not the lightest thing, and it's not meant to be light, because sometimes some of this cheaper stuff, yeah, it's very light, but it also is junk. This is really high quality rack, and you could feel it in the weight. Looks beautiful. I really do like the touch of the stars. It used to be that it had the rivets. Now it has the stars. I think you could still get the riveted option if you like it, if the stars are a little too much for you. I really do like him. I like the fact that I also have the model that has the rivets, and now the one that has the stars. And of course the star on the top is absolutely beautiful in this one. I love the gold on it. Looks really good on that Lone Star, and all the stars right here. I think it looks really, really nice. I'm really loving this hat rack. So folks, here's Jacqueline. I brought her out here to open up the gift that Mark Christopher's Collection gave to her as an anniversary gift. Really nice and thoughtful of them. And also, before we do that, I wanted her to give her insights on this hat rack, because you've been using it for about 3.5 years, 3 years, since basically she met me to hold her hat. And she's going to tell you guys a little bit of the difference between the old one and the new one in her perspective.
So a lot of it does look very similar, except for the design, I would say, is mainly the same. Like the material looks the same, except for like the stars are added here. I love the one we have. It's obviously great quality and it's held up. We've had no issues with it at all whatsoever. And I think this one is just, you know, a great new design to put in addition to what we already have, because we did need another hat rack. So I really like the design. I like kind of the uniqueness of it, and of course the quality is all the same, so that's great too.
Yep, and you know, again, like I said, the Lone Star design is something we've been wanting, because you know, obviously we're moving to Texas, and is something very symbolic to us. Now, again, the star looks great. Now, the hat rack has held up in our house, and the one for the car has held up in the car for so many years. So, you know, it really is a testament to how good of a quality Mark Christopher's Collection is. Now, The hat rack for the car is $15. dollars. This hat rack here is about $76. I want to say. Uh, how do you feel about that price point?
I mean, come on, folks. Like, it's made in the USA. I see all the time on the American Hat group page on Facebook people asking for recommendations for a hat rack. Every time I see that, we comment, Mark Christopher collection is the best. Do not order on Amazon. Do not get something from China. This is an excellent price point with quality, made in the USA. I cannot scream it from the rooftop enough that this is the product that you want to lean towards and invest in when looking for a hat rack. Absolutely, absolutely, hands down.
Yep, and it's very decorative too. Now they do sell Mark Christopher's collection on Amazon, so if you do buy one on Amazon, buy the
Make
one
sure it's
from-
this one.
Yep, you know, because little businesses like this, you know, American-made businesses, they really thrive on, you know, you guys supporting them and purchasing. Because without our support, they won't be existing for long. So we really do need to support them, and especially at these great price point. I mean, $15 for a hat rack for your truck is really not a whole lot. That really rivals Chinese prices. And $76, yeah, it's a little higher, but you're getting something that you guys are going to have forever, just like those beautiful hats that you guys are buying. All right, so now it's time for Jacqueline to open up her gift. Now, she already knows what it is. She's been using it for a couple months, but she just wants to open it for you guys and show you exactly what it is.
So we got the box. We have a little flyer. This might be their message. May God bless you and your family. I love that. Okay. So I'm really excited to show you guys this. Hopefully you can hear me with the mic with all the crinkling. Let me move this. Okay. So I love this, ladies. This is, and for men too, but ladies, like, if you don't have a lot of hats and you just have one really nice one and maybe a few straws that you keep on a rack for the summertime and whatnot for straw season, but you have something nice that you just want to have on display. Particularly, like, for me, it's my black felt American that I like to keep in my office, just sort of sitting on its own, not on a rack mixed with his. It's separated. This is it right here. Like, this is so cute. It's got the horseshoe, and if you can kind of see, we'll zoom in a second for you, but it's kind of encrusted in these little, like, crystal looking gems around it, and it's just really a really pretty piece. It's lightweight but heavy, where you feel like it's sturdy. It's never gonna break on you. I think it's just gorgeous, and I think it's such a thoughtful gift, and I really love it. I've had it by my office next to my desk for like you said, a couple of months, and I just enjoy it. I think it's kind of a Western touch to my space of where I work and where I spend most of my time too. But not only that, it's nice to have one little hat stand, especially for your closet too. I think it's great, and I'm so grateful for this gift too, because I didn't expect something so much that I would really enjoy and like. So this is awesome, and thank you guys for sending this to us. I can't thank you enough.
It's really well done. The encrusted diamond looks really good for a female touch. Now, they do make these without the crystals on there. Just, you know, if you're a guy that goes to work in your hat in your office, I would definitely put one of these on there and just, you know, lay my hat there during the day.
What I love about Mark Christopher Collection is that they double whammy as decorative pieces, right? So, you know, Lionel and I are saying, oh, this has to, you know, we put it on our desks. But like I said, it could go in your closet. It can go in your entryway table when you come home and you just take your hat off and place it somewhere so you don't have to, you know, turn it and put it on the table when you walk in, if that's something you do. So I really like the component of it's great quality, made in the USA, and it's really nice decorative piece for your home. And, you know, when I look on Amazon for a hat rack, I do see very basic ones. So, like, there is no, these features that you're seeing on both of these products here are not on what I'm seeing from China and, you know, the cheap stuff that ships too quickly. So it not only makes the product unique, but it makes it more special. So I would definitely be more than willing to purchase these products 10 times over again. And thank you to Mark Christopher Collection for gifting them to us.
Definitely. And one of the very important points about this is it also makes a great gift because you're showing really nice quality. You're giving someone a quality product made right here in the USA. You could keep the packaging that says made in USA. And for only $20, what better gift are you going to give to someone that likes hats? And, you know, it's something made in the USA. That just shows a lot of thoughtfulness. The fact that you're giving them something of this quality, made it right here in the USA, and you only have to spend $20 to do it. So any of these are actually a great gift. They're at a wonderful price point. I can't say enough good things about Mark Christopher's collection.
I agree.
So up next, we're going to show you guys how the hat rack for the car looks in the truck, and I'm going to put this on the wall. All right, also, here's my conclusion on all these products. Hat rack is one of the things that I really recommend, especially a Mark Christopher's collection hat rack that is designed well to hold your hats, is what I recommend for the best hat storage. Now, while you're traveling, these things right here are really good to travel in. It holds your hat in place. It makes sure that nothing heavy crushes it. But this has one flaw for when you're actually storing your hat, and that is when your hat goes down, you could angle it at some areas, but the brim will always be touching the bottom right here. So I don't recommend for your hat to be stored in this. You could definitely have it in there for a few hours while you're traveling, but your actual box that the hat came in is probably going to be a better choice, because your hat is basically hanging upside down just like the Mark Christopher's collection one. But the best thing to do is definitely have it on a rack. It is decorative, it looks good, and again, it makes sure that your hat doesn't have any weird folds and doesn't lose its shape. These hats are expensive. You want to keep them safe. You want to display them, and a hat rack like the Mark Christopher's collection is going to be the best thing you could do. Also, while you're in the truck, of course, I never recommend that you guys leave your hat in your vehicle, but while you're driving, if you don't want to be driving with your hat on, you can definitely take it off, put it on the rack in the back. That would be the safest place, much safer than just leaving it on the hood, especially for hours on end, or better than those hat racks that literally puts the pressure right on the hood of your truck. I don't understand, you know, people ask me that at the Western store all the time. Hey, should I get this? And I say, no, don't get that. And I definitely send them towards Mark Christopher's collection hat racks. So that is all I have for y'all today. I will be leaving a link to all these products in the description below, so you guys can check it out. If you guys did like this video, please leave a comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. Really do appreciate it. Thank you, and we'll catch you on the next one.